What if one of the most powerful skills in life required no money, no talent, and no special education? What if the secret to better decisions, stronger relationships, and greater success was simply learning when to stay silent? In today's noisy world, everyone is trying to be heard. People are constantly talking, posting, arguing, and reacting. Yet the most powerful people are often the ones who know when not to speak. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strength. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why silence can become one of the greatest advantages in your life. The world is addicted to noise. From the moment we wake up, noise surrounds us. Notifications, messages, videos, news, arguments, opinions. Our minds rarely get a moment of peace. The famous philosopher Lao Tzu once said, "Silence is a source of great strength." Think about that for a moment. Most people believe power comes from speaking loudly. But true power often comes from staying calm while everyone else is making noise. Silence allows you to think clearly, and clear thinking changes everything. Silence helps you think better. Psychologists have found that our brains need quiet moments to process information effectively. When there is constant stimulation, our minds become distracted. But when we spend time in silence, something amazing happens. Our thoughts become clearer. We notice patterns. We find solutions. We understand ourselves better. The scientist Albert Einstein often spent long periods alone thinking deeply about problems. Many of his greatest ideas came during moments of reflection rather than conversation. Silence gives your brain space to work, and sometimes the answer you've been searching for appears only when everything becomes quiet. Silence creates emotional control. Have you ever said something in anger and regretted it later? Most people have. In emotional situations, our first reaction is often our worst reaction. When someone insults us, we want to respond immediately. When someone criticizes us, we want to defend ourselves. But silence gives us something valuable. Time. Time to think. Time to calm down. Time to choose the right response. The psychologist Viktor Frankl famously wrote, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response." Silence creates that space, and that space can change your life. The strongest people don't react to everything. Many people think strength means winning every argument, but truly strong people understand something different. Not every battle deserves your attention. Not every criticism deserves a response. Not every opinion deserves your energy. Imagine a lion. The lion doesn't stop and bark at every dog that challenges it. It keeps moving. People with confidence don't need to prove themselves constantly. Their actions speak louder than their words. Silence protects your energy, and energy is one of your most valuable resources. Silence makes you more mysterious. Have you noticed that people are often curious about quiet individuals? When someone talks constantly, everyone knows everything about them. There is no mystery. But when someone speaks carefully and only when necessary, people pay attention. Every word carries more weight. The philosopher Socrates believed that wisdom begins with recognizing how much we do not know. Wise people listen more than they speak, because they understand that learning happens through listening, not talking. Silence improves relationships. Many people think communication means talking more. Actually, good communication starts with listening. When someone speaks, most people aren't truly listening. They're simply waiting for their turn to talk. But when you listen deeply, people feel respected. They feel understood. They feel valued. And that creates stronger relationships. The psychologist Carl Rogers believed that genuine listening is one of the most powerful ways to help another person. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give someone is not advice, it's your attention. Silence increases focus. Look around. Most people cannot sit quietly for even a few minutes. Their minds constantly jump from one distraction to another. But success often requires deep focus. Whether you're studying, building a business, learning a skill, or pursuing a dream, concentration matters. Silence reduces distractions. It helps your brain focus on what truly matters. Many successful people intentionally create quiet time every day, not because they are lazy, but because they understand that focus creates results, and focus grows in silence. The hidden power of silent confidence. There is a difference between confidence and attention-seeking. Attention-seeking says, "Look at me." Confidence says, "I know my value." People who constantly seek validation often feel insecure inside. But people with silent confidence don't need approval from everyone. They trust themselves. They stay calm. They continue working. And eventually, their results speak for them. Remember this. You don't have to announce every goal. You don't have to explain every decision. You don't have to convince everyone. Sometimes the best move is to stay silent and keep improving. A simple story. Imagine two students preparing for an important exam. The first student spends hours talking about success. He tells everyone how hard he is working. He constantly posts updates. The second student says very little. Every day he quietly studies. Every day he improves. Months later, the results arrive. The quiet student succeeds. Why? Because success doesn't care about what you say. It cares about what you do. Silence helped him stay focused on action instead of attention. How to practice silence. Here are 5 simple ways to develop the power of silence. First, spend 10 minutes every day without your phone. Second, listen more during conversations. Third, pause before responding when emotions are high. Fourth, avoid unnecessary arguments. Fifth, create quiet time for thinking and reflection. These small habits can dramatically improve your mental clarity. Final message. The world will always be full of noise. People will argue. People will criticize. People will demand your attention. But you don't have to react to everything. Silence is not weakness. Silence is discipline. Silence is focus. Silence is wisdom. And silence is power. The next time life becomes overwhelming, remember this. You don't always need another opinion. You don't always need another argument. Sometimes the answer is found in the quiet moments. Because when the noise disappears, the mind becomes clear. And when the mind becomes clear, your life begins to change. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this message, remember to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Stay calm, stay focused, and never underestimate the power of silence.